WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.
I hear a little bit of feedback in the mic.
These charges are not mine.
Hey, welcome to the JBW Web DBWDB.com or RevRevShow.com. Oh, yes! Fucking asinine.
Can you give me a massage? I love you.
Holla at you.
Ow!
Ooh, girl.
Seriously.
Hello, Papa.
Some shit like that. You gotta do the Rocky Mountain High.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck with. Boy. Ain't everybody getting the Rocky Mountain High?
WJBW.
You don't want
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It is the JB Rev Show. Every week, we talk with talented people. We gather together in this room. This week, we have a kind of an audible. Is that what they call it? I think an audible. Tony Guerin. Tony Guerin is going to be giving us a call.
I'm so drunk, dude.
Okay, Tony Guerin.
God.
Now, Tony Guerin's a great Orlando artist. He's going to be giving us a call.
I thought it was Steve Guerin.
No, yeah, you did think
precious.
that. Yeah,
Precious Steve Guerin.
You did think that. 7:30 got a call with Tony Guerin. We added that in, a little bonus for you. So 8 o'clock. It's not Steve Guerin. We'll get him one day. We'll talk to him one day.
Yeah, he's got new shit coming out.
Tonight. Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Accident on Purpose.
Actually,
look at you. Chicken soup for the soul over there. Okay.
I found that out at Alan Clark's birthday. Or not birthday, his party.
Yeah.
And it was his birthday party, actually.
Okay, that's now that it's coming back to you.
Yeah. And I talked to Steve, and he's getting ready to release some stuff. And I said, hey, we need to have you on talking about it. He's like, I would love that. I'm like, all right. And now you got Tony Guerin.
Okay.
Wrong guy, man.
What derails more than the sun rail? It's the Reverend. The Reverend rails. Okay, thank you. 8 o'clock, Dan Stone. 2 local legend sessions this evening. Of course, WJBWnetworks.com. That's the primary site. We're going to open up phone lines then, I guess, if you want to. Unless you want to talk about some stuff. We got some stuff. Do you want to fight about some stuff? You want to? No, you don't. Okay.
No, she was mine.
Well,
dude.
I don't know. I think today it's ironic because we posted.
Don't you think?
Posted a picture a year
It's
ago
like rain
of
on
you
your wedding day.
with a bubble study from Brett J. Barr, and then today he releases the bubble study too.
You're the first,
of me.
First bubble study.
You and I. No,
Yeah.
you and I.
I know.
Bubble studies.
Well, you know, I'm the one.
So I'm honored. So anyway, a year ago today, that was put out.
Boom.
So I think that's good. Plaster social media with art, music, stuff that you love, stuff that maybe your friends do. Because I believe that's what the synergy and the magic of social media should be about, right? The sharing, the learning stuff new, not all of the salacious backbiting and fighting and infighting, and what other kind of fighting do you have? I don't know. But the point being, all right. The point being,
I'm doing my impersonation of
you're doing
another host that used to be in here with us.
Oh my God! Don't do that! Don't do that! Okay. Oh, put your shirt back on. Come on, Jerry, the Reverend over there, the Reverend.
That's me.
What have you been doing, buddy?
We've had some good times. You know, that was a good time.
That was a good time. So 7:30 call, we kind of added that in, Tony Guerin. But before that, we were going to talk a little bit about something that happens a few times a year, and it's related to awesome fucking house dance music.
Well, it's all about Walter.
Yes.
That's what it's called. All about Walter.
Edwin? No, I thought it was Edwin.
No, that's another guy.
I think you're mixing something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I was actually thinking about going to see Gorillaz in October in L.A.
Oh.
But the show already sold out.
Oh, damn.
But I got a good friend in L.A. who might be better be working that shit out because he needs to
Yeah.
do it like
Work that out.
ASAP so we can start. I can start saving money now. It takes me a good 6 months to save like $200. Because I'm all about the moment.
That's right.
So
let me tip you out for tipping me out. Let me tip out the tippers, okay?
Yeah. It's true, man.
You get all. I'm the kind of the same way. I can't really have cash because I get all highfalutin. You get $1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just all, hey, here we go.
Hey,
it's Monopoly
I got money.
Huh?
You want money? Here it is.
Throw it
Everything
around
money.
at you. Just throw it all around on the ground. What, you're going to make it rain over here. Y'all, speaking of rain, we do need some damn rain.
Oh, man, do we need
water
some rain.
shortage, lack of rain. Your cup on the corner of the thing there, Mr.
Hey, that's not a cup.
Mr. Living
That is a
Dangerously.
glass.
Okay. Oh, you got me. You sure did.
Hey,
So
man.
what are you doing? You're sitting like we're in therapy. I don't like this new mic setup for some reason. It's
you're the one
what's
that
going
went-
on? Well, you're the one.
And messed it up. No, it
you're
used to
the
be
one.
over here.
Yeah, but
And
I
then you
had to
switched
change
over
it.
here. Yeah, so there you go. You changed it.
But I didn't want to
That's
move
the
it from the
problem.
last time because we had the perfect setup.
No,
it's almost
it
like that
wasn't
thing where you
perfect.
don't.
I adjusted.
Oh, you adjusted
For
So
one time.
Are you adjusting again?
Apparently. You looking at me? You hear me? Right? All right. Hey, look, you know what? Let's pick a fight.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it. You want to talk about that picture?
To
fuck you
me, Brett J. Barr came over here. What was it?
And he came over here.
Okay.
Because
a couple weeks ago.
Because it was my 100th episode.
That's right.
And he was doing me a solid.
That's right.
I've known Brett for 20 plus years. He's been a very, very dear friend of mine. And so, yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
take it from there.
You see,
Then now what do you gotta say?
you're already tainting the pool here.
Well,
okay.
I'm just telling it like it is.
Okay. All right.
So
well,
he did come for the program.
my side of the story
The
is
JB.
Brett J. Barr gave me 2 pictures, and
this was
you
after,
took one.
After I
And
left.
you took
too.
one. The second time. No. All right. So 2
No, but
weeks
this
ago,
was-
he
was
came
I
over
not-
here.
That's right, but
He
I was
came
not
over
in
here.
the room.
He gave me 2 pictures.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm
one
sure-
was of you, and
Why
one
don't-
was
let's call
one was of me.
I know he's got my back.
I know.
Don't even try me.
Okay.
You know.
Wow.
But seriously. Whoa, I just went from one
Side to the other.
Yeah, that
yeah,
was-
I kind of did as well. Hold on,
that
let's
was-
see.
oh,
we got
hey.
this. The Russians. Hold
Wow.
on, wait.
Oh,
See,
okay,
it's all,
now I'm just-
see.
okay.
Now they're hearing the steady thing all the way through, but we heard something different. You get the difference there. Right?
I get the gist.
You get that. Okay, there
So
we go.
my boy
yeah.
Walter needs to get on those gorilla tickets.
Wow, man! I
So-
thought we were fighting about this damn picture. Let's, and that's what I want to do.
It's rightfully
see-
mine. It's
see-
up on my mantle.
Okay, but I want you to make your point though.
Still-
'cause
where's
you
your
do
picture? I don't even
so
see yours.
eloquently. It's hidden back there where somebody can't walk away with it.
I'm not going to walk away with your stupid picture.
Okay.
I took
Wow.
mine because
that's
it's
a Brett
picture
J. Barr
of me.
original, dude. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, but
why
it's of
would you
you.
not? Why are you
But it's you,
devaluing the
and
man's
you're looking
work?
all sweaty and gross. But I like that how he customized that picture and put your logo on
yeah,
a T-shirt, which
yeah.
you do not have
There you
yet.
go.
That was pretty badass.
There you go. Well, it shows
So-
you how egotistical I am. Let's get a damn logo T-shirt with your face on it.
Wow.
It's McReverends. Try the McRib.
No, man.
It's delicious.
Shit.
Is that McRib coming back?
It's back every year, man.
Is it?
Yep.
McShamrock shake and shit.
Yep. Came and went.
Keep on doing the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, what about our thing? The Summer of
we
Love.
canceled that.
The Oz Summer of Love.
Oz Summer of
Summer of Love. I think you wanted
Yeah.
to talk a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
that's Sunday night
Weekend.
downtown
Yeah, where?
at iBar.
At
Independent
iBar.
Bar. Yep, on
This
the corner.
Sunday.
This Sunday night. And remember, folks, Monday is Memorial Day, so most people
Nope.
have off. Yep.
Nope.
It's
Oh, I think you're a month ahead. Hold on. It's
no,
It's
dude.
4/25.
yeah. Today's
Yeah.
4/25.
Memorial
Sunday,
Day's at the end of May.
No, I thought it's at the end of April.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Because it's May 28th. It's not this Sunday.
so you got
my
a whole
God.
month.
I got a whole month.
You're going to
dude.
have people.
Oh man.
Oh, what do they do at iBar on Sunday anyway?
Oh man. What
You know.
don't they do? So you would.
Thanks for-
It's the place to be. Man, I was a total month ahead.
Good descriptions.
I was really thinking it was this weekend. Jeez. Man, I was planning I was actually going to call my work and be like, because I know they scheduled work for me on Monday, and I was going to tell the 3 girls in the office, be like, how do you expect me to do this? I'm not doing this. And they would just look at me like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? I was totally ready to do that in the morning. Now I don't have to. So thank you for bringing that to my attention,
Take
JB.
off.
I
pilot
just jump in a
is
bump
the
ahead.
Reverend.
That's that's what I do.
For the future. Weren't you
I'm a
going
time
to
traveler.
Further Future this time last year? I was thinking.
It was
I
about
think
this time,
that's what-
and I was
yeah.
going with Walter.
Yeah, see? Okay.
But man, I tell you what, you tying in with my best,
You got a
my best boy.
running theme there.
I do.
Seems like you have too much of a man crush. It seems weird, like
Whatever,
unnatural.
dude. Please. I don't know to go
No,
for the dick at
am I
all,
wrong?
bro.
Oh,
you are
what?
completely wrong.
Oh,
dude.
okay. Yeah, no.
I see nothing
You've
attractive in
mentioned
men
him 3 or 4
whatsoever.
times.
As a matter of fact,
during
I
this
can't even
short
be
stint of-
in the same room with another dick in the presence
Wow.
and be sexually turned on. And it,
Google that right now.
I need a cock. It's all about the cock.
Yeah, it is. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm very weird when it comes to that.
Yeah.
keep the dudes away.
Just-
I'm very alpha male. I'll
Yeah.
slit your throat with my fucking weapon
Fishing
of choice.
knife? Fishing
Fat
knife,
boy,
I think
some
you
would
should have
say.
said. Will you go with fishing knife, paring knife,
Weapon of
or
choice.
bazooka? What?
With the sound of my
Okay.
voice.
No. What are you trying to do? Be all sexy? Is this what's happening? Is this...
Weapon of choice.
What?
Do you not know that, Fat Boy Slim?
Oh,
They're
Fat
pushing
Boy
it.
Slim.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Keep up with the times there, buddy.
Trying to
Okay.
be all something.
Fat Boy Slim. He's so
Fat
part of
Boy
the time right now. I
Slim.
mean, he's so
Wow.
1990.
Yeah, he's so now. Well,
Yep.
who else was like out around
Mr.
that? They
Norman
were
Cook.
kind of bringing the
Prodigy. Prodigy was big then.
Prodigy was
Oh, yeah.
cool
Set my
actually,
bitch
right?
up. So was Fat Boy Slim. What, you don't think Fat Boy was
No,
fucking-
I
he was
do. I'm
badass.
just making a point.
Yeah.
That they were kind of the ones that help break through all of that. I guess
Well,
on mainstream radio, at least. I guess wouldn't you say?
they were crossover.
Yeah.
they because their music was so good that it was recognized by
Recognize
stupid people.
what? Yeah, back then.
The-
who are now?
the
Do you think
masses.
they're all like into Taylor Swift now? The ones that picked the good music back in the day. Like, did did their good music acuity go away as they grew older?
I don't
More
know.
perhaps.
You lost me.
Are
Are you even talking to me?
Yes, I was trying to.
Well, it's not
Anyway.
working.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Okay.
So Taylor Swift.
You do. You love Taylor Swift. Oh my
That's
god.
why. No,
I didn't know.
I don't like.
All right.
You know who I do love?
You're silly.
I love the Gorillas.
I do love the Gorillas.
They have a new album
I do.
coming out. Actually,
Yes.
Have you seen their
Yeah,
new video?
I heard they were doing a festival, right? It's actually a festival.
No, they're touring. This is the first time ever that they're actually going on a North American tour.
Maybe.
So,
Well,
Google that right now.
is that what you want?
No,
Google that right now.
No.
but it's true.
Do a
So
big, nice glory hole at any truck stop he goes to.
I love how you take these. I mean, trying to think back of why I would say that, just baffles my mind.
Not with those shoes. No.
That's where it's at.
And you said those two things also.
No, I never said that. It's not.
That was your voiceover work.
Not me.
It's really good.
No, it was Mr. Joseph Martin's.
All right, let's pop to a couple of tracks.
Yes, please. Wait. Let's call Brett Barr and see what he'll. You know what? He'll might even ask me to take the picture that he gave you.
Okay.
And he'll tell you that he
All
meant
right.
to give it to
Well,
me.
and
then I'll take it,
solve
and
the
then
fight.
I'll-
All right. Well, we'll do that after the Dan Stone session.
I'll
We'll
crash
solve
it on
the
the
fight
ground and
with
step on
who
it.
by right should have
defame-
the picture. Whether Brett J. Barr gave me two pictures, Jerry the Reverend took one away. His opinion is
It was a
yours-
picture of me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And that belonged to me.
Okay.
It was mine.
Well, you're like a
He was even here.
Jerry Springer with ADHD.
Yeah.
right.
I don't have ADHD.
Okay.
I
HDTV. Do you have that?
I do have
What else?
HD. I
Do
have
you have a
full on 1020 and
HD
4K.
radio?
I had 4K
as well?
curve.
4K
curve round.
curve round. You
Yeah.
need a new phone as well.
I do have the new,
Oh, you get
yeah.
a new phone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Look at
awesome. And
you. Okay.
I bring the jams. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, robot.
wait,
robot
hey.
boy. Just wait
No,
a second.
I'll bring the jam.
We're going. Do it. We're going.
I'm gonna
this.
do my
We're
Pat
doing
Travers.
this. We're prepping for our Tony
gonna-
Guerin call 7:30. We're surprising you, local legend session. So hang tight.
I pledge allegiance to the CIA. I'll never question anything they say.
What the hell is this?
That's the way it all went down. Burn the evidence you thought you found. Check your Fourth Amendment at the door. We can't afford these freedoms anymore. The enemy is everywhere. You can't be free when you're always scared. Vote for me and you can your guns away. I won't let those hippies say your biggest threats are naivety. As for your unwanted pregnancy, your child born into abject poverty. Yeah, it's just like the good book says. Oh, it's just like your good book says. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I pledge allegiance to the USA, to always do it the American way. And I won't let those hippies say my biggest threat's my naivety.
WJBW.
The electronics is so predominant that people would really prefer that.
Hey, welcome back. It's WJBWnetworks.com. We play original music and we talk with talented people. They're normally centered from out of Orlando here. And I'll tell you, my own personal experience was going to this Morgan Steele event. I got to meet face-to-face somebody that I think is a local legend. And he's on the line with us. It is Tony Guerin. Thank you, sir. How are you doing? Welcome, good man. Thank you.
How's it going, man?
Doing great. Doing great. Thank you.
Props.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
Well, we got a proper intro here that we do, so hang tight. Local Legends session with Tony Guerin, famed artist, contemporary. Other such artists is Scramble Campbell, Morgan Steele. Tony's work is evocative and enticing to the eye. He is a soul-spirited man, a really great human being. I'm honored and privileged to have you call into our little humble show here on the Weekly. Thank you so much, Tony. How the heck are you doing, buddy? Thanks for the call in. Appreciate it. There you are, freshly gushed on you, local legend. We're gushing on you.
Having your average day, man, just doing my work. I photographed 26 paintings today that I have to document. So I basically go ahead and take pictures, measure them, and do all that kind of stuff.
Wow. Phenomenal. So you're really all right, turn him down. All right. You're working to catalog. Which is important to any artist. And I guess what's cool is we'll talk about maybe a little bit of your history, because that's kind of the format of this particular interview. So if you can kind of peel it back for us, how far do you and art go back? So give us some history.
Here we go. I have a painting from 1973.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was probably 12.
Oh, wow.
And it definitely was not my first painting, for sure. It's just one that the family was able to keep. I was drawing and painting by like 8 and 9. I had very encouraging parents, and they were very creative-minded and creatively oriented. So I learned music, I learned art, and I write too as well.
So that's awesome. So you really kind of had an embedded experience for art and music. You sounds like your parents really encouraged it. But when did you kind of go off into this realm? Now, are you from Orlando?
I am. I've been here 40 years, 40 and some change. Yeah.
Okay. So the bulk of your art history is here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I started selling paintings in probably 1976.
Wow.
I was a skateboarder, and I would paint the bottom of skate decks for the kids that rode the skate park.
That's cool.
And back then I was making $20 a deck, so that was like bank.
And you were like, this is 1976, and you were already 30 years old then, right? So you're about
76. I'm not that old. I was born in 62.
Oh, okay.
I was a teenager, actually.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah, so
a baby boomer.
I started selling. Yeah, man, I started selling my first work when I was a teenager. So that's where I start, man. Those are my bottom line
crazy.
roots.
Wow.
Okay, so it's straight up street artist, right? And I love kind of the punk rock side of it too, because really, you know, that's raw. That's raw. Now, I mean, with our turmoil kind of times out there, you know, do you look at draw inspiration from kind of the crazy crap going on in the world, or do you use it kind of to center yourself, or you know, what has art kind of meant to you after, you know, these past few decades?
Well, honestly, I've isolated myself more than consumed or surrounded myself with external influences. What I do is, honestly, man, I haven't watched TV in like 8 years. I don't have the internet at my house.
Well, you don't?
I refuse to like hang out. I draw, I paint, I write, and I record music. I have a catalog of 860 songs. I've done 69 CDs. I've released music in Europe. I have art in Europe. I've sold paintings in England, and stuff like that.
Well, that's phenomenal. And maybe, you know, too, as we kind of talk about that, how'd you get to go overseas?
I did not.
Your
mail.
artwork
100%.
went over there. Oh, wow.
Yeah, just send stuff through the mail. I've never left the country, honestly.
Oh, wow.
I kind of like the United States, and I'm very proud to be an American. So,
there you go.
I really dig it. You know, I'm an American artist. I have, you know, German, Italian, Czechoslovakian, some other Polish, there's all these different things behind me. But I was born in America, and I'm an American.
Right.
You know, I don't relate so much to that. I relate more to our country than to the other countries as far as my major cultural influences, you know.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important to be able to be proud of where you're from, and being from here myself, I am proud of it. I think it's good to have unity in that line. But you know, when it comes to the social interactions, you can definitely see the ability for a community to sustain and nurture talent that may be on the fringe. I think is highly important, because it is, it gives you a huge alternative plus a big windfall of great art and or music or what have you, opposed to that person kind of, feeling like they're against the society or what have you, right?
Absolutely. True that. I'm 100% for the positive myself. Most of my art is spray paint, acrylic, multiple media, but I definitely focus on a lot of urban stuff, a lot of spray paint. I drift off into some cubism. Those are all my styles. And most of my work is on canvas. Voila, acrylic on canvas is a lot. It's happening a lot. So,
I see you do huge pieces of cardboard as well. Honestly, I did cardboard at Morgan Steele's tribute. Honestly, no, that's not my thing. I'm a little different than that. I paint on found objects, but it's more like, hardwoods and canvases and stuff like that. Or cotton paper or nice paper, stuff like that. No, cardboard is unacceptable for like a constant surface. Sure.
I would not want to be selling cardboard. But no, it was great. It was more of a tribute to Morgan and his crazy ways of using like chunks of fence board and just really bizarre surfaces. You find a piece of wood smashed in the road, bring that thing home, paint it, take it down to the farmer's market.
Right.
That boy was righteous in his mind, and many others. He was great.
He knew how to use the resources, use the land, as it were. And we're on the line with Tony Guerin, freshly dubbed local legend for sure, man. And what I love too is being able to see you and meet you out at that event at Will's Pub last weekend was great for me, because being in a kind of environment with all those people, I was like, I feel like everybody understands weird me, and
man,
and then unfortunately for me, I had to go to work on Monday. So it didn't really. I was like, okay, don't be weird now. I don't know,
right
but
on.
I think
honestly,
I think in saying that, man.
Yeah.
In saying that, Tony, what because it is kind of inspiring. I see that you become, or now that we're more, closer friends, you're doing a lot of great stuff online. You have a great following online of anytime you do art, you do some live feeds and things like that. So,
but he doesn't know that. He doesn't have the internet.
But he does, but not at his house, on his phone.
I have a phone.
Yeah.
I have a phone.
Oh.
I just post stuff on
Well, he
Facebook,
said
basically.
internet, so you can.
I pretty much don't have
internet on his
anything
phone.
to research. I'm a painter, musician, writer. It's a perpetual cycle of creation.
Absolutely.
I don't really want to absorb too much of all that stuff because I'm busy trying to make the stuff that people will absorb.
Right.
I don't have to be. I'm not absorbing stuff. I'm an original based artist.
Right.
I don't sell prints. I don't sell gizmos and gadgets. I sell original paintings. And if I put a CD package together, it'll be original music. If I work with my friend Stir in Switzerland, it's going to be original music. So it's all about your own creativity and how well you can manage it and how hard you can drive it.
Well, when it's definitely you're pounding passion into purpose, right? I mean,
absolutely.
So I think that in saying that, it's good to kind of keep yourself your head right, because it's so easy to get distracted or negative or this is not something of worth or value. But I think a lot of the times when you're highly observant and kind of keen to what you're getting from any given thing, it's normally kind of the rapture of giving that I have found on this Christmas miracle. I have found this Christmas miracle today. No, I really feel that. So it's good that you have that positive vibe, buddy. You rock. What kind of stuff do you want to do with art? Any crazy stories that you have for us from your highfalutin shenanigans?
Oh, well, I did graffiti in the early years when it was, it borderline vandalism, honestly.
Okay.
We were too young to know how to do the beautiful work that they do now. It was the evolutionary process. I had a tag, I was a name, I had a little figure, I did that.
Okay.
That's kind of my beginning roots of basically really modifying spray paint into an art form. I do spray paint at home. I don't do graffiti on walls, but I'd love to, or if I have an opportunity to, I will. But it's not something I pursue. I like to contain my spray paint work and keep it more intricate, so that the paint works harder than just blending and lines and stuff like that.
Makes sense.
Not to say anything against them. It's just I want little paintings instead of big walls. Can't sell a wall.
Well, too, do you try to, are you ever conceiving kind of doing any kind of art show?
I do the shows that pop up. I've been showing my work since probably the mid-'90s. It took the '80s to get really up on my feet. It's not always a process of one step at a time. It could be a process of 1 year at a time.
Okay.
So I was busy doing music and art and writing. So the art thing really started taking over, and that's when I was like, okay, look, focus, and that's what I did. I chose art, and that's when the '90s into the year 2000, now up to now, is quite fluid. I have, a really, really awesome collection of work available for viewing. I promise I can fill a room, or I can fill a gymnasium. It's anybody's option.
Wow.
And you put dividers all over the place too, so we can put stuff on.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you this:
play, right?
With your music and your original music, do you get a chance to play out anywhere with that?
Well, I did. I was actually a one-man show called Actual Wounds, and I did that pretty much solo for like 10 years.
Okay. Where would you play?
All through the '90s. Well, it was kind of abstract. What it was I'll give you the whole rundown in one nutshell. It was a pre-recorded cassette tape. It's the '90s,
right.
And I would broadcast that over the PA of a nightclub. I played Sapphire, FBI, all the places that were around.
Okay.
And then they would blast that for me.
Okay.
And I would read over it. And then I had wardrobe changes on stage, so I would layer my clothes. And I usually started off with a kung fu gi, into a ballerina.
Awesome.
In a
I think I may
fishnet
have
shirt.
seen that.
Yeah?
I may have seen that.
A ballerina in a fishnet
What?
shirt. Then I can peel the fishnet shirt off, and there's another fishnet shirt.
Okay.
Ah.
Well,
And
this
then
is a.
the
Peel it
tutu
back.
goes flying off. And then, I forgot, I wear a skeleton bodysuit, too, so that went off right after the tutu.
Okay.
So now I'm down to the final fishnet,
Okay.
and there I am in fishnets and
Okay.
shorts.
All right.
But that's when I
I guess I
start
don't remember
reading,
that.
and I do a lot of reading, like probably eight pieces, and then I play guitar for one little segment,
Okay.
and then I would do a live
After a-
painting.
Oh wow.
And then at the
Okay,
end,
that's
yeah,
elaborate.
this is 45 minutes, and then at the end,
Jeez.
I would fling envelopes, like postal envelopes,
Okay.
with information and a free tape.
That's
I
awesome.
just threw them and told people to watch out. Hey, heads up, and that's free, and there it was.
Incredible.
That was when I would either be chased off or run off the stage.
Right.
depending.
I can only imagine.
Your
yeah.
act would inevitably end with being kicked out forever from the so it
I
was a
hope so.
limited run.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
No,
that sounds crazy,
actually-
Tony. That's a crazy act.
I
feel ya.
To follow.
Verbatim, dude.
uh,
I swear. I have friends. They'll tell you it happened that way.
You have friends? Shut up.
Well,
Wait,
okay.
I know, right?
Nah.
Well, okay. I use plural. My bad. I use plural. You're right. I got a
Okay.
friend.
Okay.
You got a friend in
should-
Jesus.
You should all have friends.
You need a friend
like
in
that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I have a friend
Well,
in Jesus.
We all do,
All
my
right.
friend.
All right.
You- I consider
okay,
you my
the
friend.
Reverend over there. All right.
I am the
Thank you,
Hey,
sir. All right. Thank you,
he is
Rev.
risen.
Okay. All right. Reverend, take it easy, buddy. You're
All
just,
right.
all right. Just take
How
it
we
easy.
doing,
It's
guys?
okay.
Everything
So,
cool?
so,
Oh, yeah,
so
man.
you
It's great.
rock.
Yeah,
hey,
you are awesome.
rock. That was our awkward moment. Hold on.
No,
There we go.
you've been a
Okay,
great
the
guest.
awkward moment
Great.
with the Reverend. Oh,
I
there he
understand.
goes. Okay, so anyway, but yeah, man, that rocks. I think that it's important to give a focus to what people are doing now. I looked you up on Facebook, and if people
Google that right now.
Google Tony Guerin, TonyGaran, and on Facebook, I think you are Tony.Guerin, so that's easy to find. But your
How do you spell
art
dot?
is prolific. You what? How do you spell dot? D-O-T?
So
Wait,
Tony,
wait.
D-O-T.
Now, what do you mean,
Garrett.
Tony.Guerin? It's just Tony Guerin. I
Yeah.
think.
There's no dots.
No, I looked it up.
Okay.
It's
My
dot,
bad.
dot, dot.
Okay.
It's Tony Dot.
Yeah.
Dot,
Yep.
dot com.
Yeah, take my geeky word for it. I looked up.
So you
what
do
your-
spell that D-O-T.
what your thing was.
Right on.
Anyway, all
Well,
right.
cool, man.
Well, you rock, buddy. Again, I really appreciate the fact that you're able to call in, and I know we didn't even really put you in the blog and all that stuff, but I do want to offer, hey, let's keep in touch. If you
Yeah.
listen to the show, feel free to call in later.
anytime.
Because that act that you used to do, I don't
Yeah,
know
we
if
should do, like,
that was
have you come in the studio and do
phenomenal. I'll
some
have
of
to
that.
listen back to that because I've now
play some- I'll play
forgotten
some,
half the stuff you did the first part. The
would be
later.
Okay, I got y'all.
And,
That was tough,
it was
but I
a
heard
long-
all three of you or five of you. Well, let me close it up too. Then,
All right.
I'm in the process of reconfiguring the background music for that, which I've been working on for probably. I'm on my third year of planning this, but
Wow.
I'm glad you asked. I'm actually interested in any clubs or whatever facility spaces that have,
Okay.
multiple band events. If they're interested in electronica,
I don't know any
with
places
a-
like that here in Orlando.
No.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to.
Okay.
Well, it has an
We'll
electronica
put the
sound,
word out.
and
Okay.
has an artistic edge.
Okay.
Oh,
you want to kind of
nice.
mess
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
mess with the
We
kids
get on that. That's
out
right.
there doing
So I-
it.
Those crazy millennials, they're out there. They,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's going.
Yeah.
It would go killer. It's
Oh,
something I want to
let's go
do.
down.
Like I said, I did it for 10 years, so
Okay.
Right.
it would be awesome to answer your question. That would be.
Oh, we'll put
Yeah.
that out there. Kind of, you want to go kind of back to your roots and say, hey, I'm doing this. It's a little bit different, perhaps, and
Absolutely. Yeah.
there's Kennard. Oh,
No
okay,
doubt.
there you go.
like boom, bam.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
I'm
bro.
not scared.
Don't be scared, man.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Hey, it's been awesome having you on, man. Way to close that shit out. That's good stuff.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, let's have you on again. And seriously, we'll get you in studio sometime and maybe have you do one of these crazy readings with maybe one of some music you got in the background.
All right.
That'd
you want to put that out there? All right, cool. All right. Well, we might do that later. Tony Guerin, the one and only. You rock and roll, buddy. Thanks for making yourself available to us. It's pretty exclusive, I would say. Pretty last minute. You rock.
Awesome.
Oh, hang tight. Let's bust into a little bit of a Jimmy the Jam. Dig it.
You sit there and you dig it, and maybe you get up, and maybe you get up inside it, and maybe it reaches out and grabs you, and it's weird, man. Dealing with a thing could be a very beautiful experience. It could crack your brain. you're talking about this cat. So he's a musician, and he really makes it, you dig? I mean, he's into something. He's free, and he swings. Then you say, that cat has got a loose wing. Because it's very important to work on your brains. Smash your brains, crack them. Yeah? That's when it can start happening for you.
Yo, 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 yo.
WJBW.
The electronics is so predominant that people would really prefer that.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back. It is WJBWnetworks.com, the JB Rev show every week, every Tuesday night. We talk with
why do you say
talented
the Rev like
people.
that?
Rev.
No, it's just Rev. Like,
well, I had to discipline myself. I had to train myself.
All
Please
right.
don't mock my therapy.
I'm mocking. Yeah.
The Reverend.
Anyways, where were you at?
As I'm all congratulating
How about
people
the
for being
GB
great.
Rev?
Okay. All right. All right. Hypercritical.
All right.
On the line with us. Listen, we were able
Yeah.
to wrangle this a little bit early, which is fantastic.
Awesome.
Before the 8 o'clock hour. So if you hung out there with us, you got the better side of this. It is Dan Stone on the line with us. Stoked to have this guy. We're going to give you a proper local legend intro there. Thank you, Dan Stone. Hang tight there, brother. Hang tight. We're going to get you in. Here we go. Local legend Dan Stone, remarkable radio talent. I believe currently active in many clusters, if that's the term.
Best voice ever.
The term. He does. He has great character voices.
Best voice
very
ever.
original, very enticing. Almost that little bit of content that people that love radio kind of live for. This is a one and only Dan Stone. I know he has Orlando roots, Orlando kind of rootish roots. So we're giving you the local legend title. Thank you so much for calling. How the hell are you? You're remarkable. You're remarkable. Thank you.
Holy cow. That was an amazing intro. Thank you so
there you
much.
go.
I don't know. Can I just hang up? Can we just be done now?
The impeccable,
right?
The impeccable Dan
We're not
Stone.
going to get any better.
No doubt. No doubt. Nah, just kidding, man. Hey, man, one thing about you that I can tell a lot of people is your voice is heard daily about 4 times a day, every hour, or 4 times an hour every day. I mean, it's just like, I hear your voice every day, and it's nice to actually be talking to you, man.
Well, and it's somehow I managed to get people to support my bad habits by talking. It's a pretty sweet gig. But only if people don't find you annoying. So I guess that's working out okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you're.
So this is a live show. For some reason, I thought this was a podcast, and that you guys are going to be able to chop up my terrible.
Nope.
Terrible.
No, sir. It's
not
not terrible.
You're giving me anxiety right now.
Oh, that's not
man.
good. All right. Well, relax. All right.
Yeah,
lay
it's
back.
all good. It's all good. We're not
We'll
gonna
play
do
some
any-
soothing music then. There
Yeah,
you
here we
go.
go.
Okay. Oh, that's not soothing. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, on the line with us, it's he's already creating drama on his end, and that I think is a great way to say. I love, it's that radio theater aspect. I believe that you can really evoke and bring out in a lot of these little bits, and granted, top of the hour. I mean, some of our friends out there have your voice on their podcast and things like that. But besides all of that, man, we always love to find out about people's roots and history. So if you could kind of peel it back for us, when did were you coming out? Were you the radio bum guy coming out of proverbially being born? Like, hey, give me a commercial for mac and cheese. Like, have you always had this great deep voice, or like how did you get into radio?
Well, there was a bit of that. I mean, even as a kid, I remember people saying, you should be on the radio,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of eventually life just kind of various off ramps and things, and it was fortunately back in the day you could just walk into a radio station and do an internship. You didn't have to be in school or anything, and they would just throw you on the board for no money for a month, and then things worked out. You got a job, and that's those days are long gone.
Yeah.
Well, and I was thinking about this before. But I consider myself an Orlando native, even though I wasn't born there.
Right.
I feel like 17 years kind of puts me in there.
Yeah. Plus,
but, and I don't I don't want to disrespect anybody that was born and raised there by saying that. And I try to figure out a way to kind of get that across, but it's just like, because that's a whole other level.
Well, you're not, because I was born and raised here, so you're not at all.
Wait. Oh, you're offending the locals. All right.
So yeah, and you grew up here though, right? I mean, during your your adolescence and whatnot, were you here?
No, I mean, I moved there. I was like 20. I was 23 when I first went on at Real Radio, and we were all kids when that thing started, and I feel like that's kind of, we were all really fortunate because, and I can't speak for everybody, but I did a lot of really not so great stuff, and they give us the freedom to kind of figure it out over time.
Well, that's good. You say that. That's good. You say that. I mean, because you've got to be able to make those mistakes to learn. What you do want, what you don't want, right?
Yeah, exactly. And for a company that had that much at stake to give us the freedom to do that, and again, not speaking for everybody, but for myself, do really not good radio at all, and hopefully learn a lesson and get better over time. Because
the chance to grow.
Anybody will tell you the same thing. You just got to get out there and do it, and hopefully get better.
Yeah. Hopefully, exactly, and that's our locker room prayer before every show here. So exactly, word for word. Dan Stone on the line, remarkable talent. Again, hails from Orlando, and ask, I guess. So before all that, did you do stuff in high school? Did you have session, drama and all that stuff? Did you do all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, my mom was
more extroverted
like in a local
like that?
theater group, and so I was in it when I was like 5 years old, all the way up, and then.
Oh wow.
And then I think I don't know. At one point, I did a class where we had to do a project and we had to make a commercial. So I did a record store commercial using like cassette tapes, and it was very elaborate. Like I had somehow like pulled my dad's stereo apart and Frankenstein this production room.
Wow.
At 13, and that was, I think that was the turning point when I was like, okay, this is something that I could really get into, and started kind of feeling my way into it.
That's badass.
And I love that you're getting into the guts of it, because I guess if people don't, know for that sake in time, what was that, the 80s, where, it was the hardware was really hardware. Now there's no, the hardware is your damn phone and everything revolves around that. But back in the day, there was huge pieces of equipment. And you had to know how to use it.
Expensive and and clunky and heavy and
no doubt.
Easy to break. Equipment.
So, Dana, what are you up to these days? You're in Chicago now, right?
I am. I'm doing the same thing for an alternative station here in Chicago, and then we've got kind of similar formats around the country that I take what I do here in Chicago and essentially just chop the end off and put on different station IDs. So if they're doing the same thing, it's pretty easy for me to, because again, we're on computers and everything.
Right.
It's pretty.
Yeah, you
pretty
can
quick.
Regionalize it, change it around, and so that's good, because your voice is that great multi-purpose voice. I mean, it's incredible. I just love it. And again, the personalities. And I don't want to go too quick over your time, kind of here in Orlando, because I think a lot of that, creativity is crucial for any kind of radio station. You have to have that zealous. We're going to make something new, and this is going to be maybe good, maybe bad. But we're going to do it with you. We got to see. So, I love that chutzpah. But moreover, I think it's interesting, like the guy that really permeated with me, and I created kind of a pale reflection in Shockey, the intern. Down there, and but it is the voice from Harry, the human resource guy from hell.
He's Harry. He's Harry. That's right, dude. That's funny.
You pissed positive on the
forever. It was actually
that's a wonderful.
There was a dude that was I was helping these
you
guys out at the
modeled
company,
it off
and
of somebody.
we joked. Some guy made a passing joke about how this one guy, Jason, was going to be our HR dude, and he was just like, "That's a terrible idea," and then it just kind of.
Snowball from
there because he would just say the most inappropriate things at any time. And the idea of having him, and it was like, oh, the bow went off, and the next thing you know, this is a character.
Oh, so and is the deeper guy is that you as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, and in fact, I think the thing that made those bits even like the best wasn't even my part. I think it was the straight guys, all the people that I got to round up around the office. There was a guy named Tom who was an engineer who played the best straight guy ever.
Right. Deadpan.
He was just perfect for that, like just completely offended and yet and genuine at the same time.
Right.
And those are the people that can really kind of make or break that kind of stuff. Is the straight person,
Totally.
Right.
Man,
you see. And that's interesting because that's a real elemental thing when you just have the audio, right? You've really got to have that kind of built-in character persona,
right.
and that always kind of plays well. Yeah, create that theater. So I guess in saying that, I found it fascinating that you said kind of from the age 5 you've been involved in theater and everything that kind of requires you to have at least a modicum of bravado, right? You gotta be a little bit brash. You've got to be a little, open. So in saying that, kind of, I know a lot of radio work can be introverted, and I love the fact, and I want to maybe talk a little bit about your continued learning in engineering. And creating, modern day audio boxes for people to use. I think I saw a Facebook Live video a while ago, and it was amazing some of the stuff you're doing. But anyway, I'm going all off point.
Yeah.
I know. Like Bill Nye, the science guy, meets the Neil deGrasse Tyson up in here.
You're still doing it.
I'm doing it. Okay, you take over then. I'm sorry, Dan. I got to tag out. Hold on. Tag team. Okay, go. The Reverend, take over, man.
Well,
over.
I don't even know where.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah, please.
So how long have you been doing this? I know because it's not a podcast. It's an actual live web show.
Back in 2010, I was doing produced content and releasing it kind of along the lines of the television schedule. And then after a few years of that and starting on YouTube and you going somewhere and getting back to YouTube, and then I converted it to all audio in like 2014. So ever since then, we said, hey, it's easier to just do the content live than sit here and go back and record it and produce it and publish it.
Yeah.
So, this is kind of the way we've been doing it for a few years now. And I'll tell you honestly, I mean, it's, you've got to watch levels, you've got dropouts, you've got, all these things that you got to prepare against. But like we're talking about, giving a forum for, here's a blank check, create a little mayhem. And that's kind of always been our credo, is we want to always kind of be the uncontrolled voice out there that helps make sure people are aware of other badass people. And anyway, but on the line with us, Dan Stone. Yeah, I'm getting the signal from the Reverend.
Well,
also my wife gives me that signal. That's weird.
Well, I'm just trying to finish answering the question, because he asked a simple question: how long have you been doing this? And then you went on from how long you've been. You didn't even answer it all.
I better
the way
shut up.
And how you've been doing it and what you're doing, and So Dan, he's been doing this off and on.
Mommy and Daddy fight.
Like 6 years or so. I've been doing this now with him for 2 years, and we do it every Tuesday night from 7 to 9. I just last week had my 100th episode with him.
Like everybody's doing a podcast and everybody has a show and a YouTube channel. Do you get kind of are you annoyed at like all these people jumping in, or is it cool to see other people getting out there and doing their thing?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I think with free speech as it is, everybody feels like they have a voice for it. Whether people have more of a knack or a calling,
right?
That's potentially a different thing.
Well, I gotta say, actually, JB and Dan, and we're talking to Dan Stone right now. I don't really, I'm not doing this for the whole podcast sense of it. You know what I mean? The reason I do this is to really kind of focus and shine light on the creatives here in Orlando, and, give them a platform, if you will, to just kind of like, recognize what's in our city. You know what I mean? So I kind of like that. The more people that do it,
and we
welcome.
Do emanate from
do
here,
it.
And I think that we can exclusively kind of exist here because of this community.
Right.
I think
Absolutely.
so that's probably the best answer to the question. This community allows us to exist, I guess.
I think the more people that do it, great. As long as, there's a purpose that they're doing it and, a passion. Because, we're not making any money doing this, and we're just kind of, basically.
All right, NPR over there.
Well,
all right, shut it down, PBS.
All right, then.
Okay. Take
No,
it
but
easy.
it makes sense. You got a great give and take relationship with the community that, you're supporting them and they're supporting you. So you're feeding off of each other.
Absolutely.
That's a great thing.
Yes, it
is. Well, thank you for that.
I'm coming to visit in a couple of weeks. What should I?
Wow.
What's new and amazing in Orlando that I should go and check out?
Well, they opened a Mesa 21 right there in Ivanhood area. If you know the slang, the lingo, I don't know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? No, you don't know,
I
right?
do.
Oh, he does. See, he knows it. Right, Orange in Virginia, right there.
Oh
Yeah. That's like the new bar crawl. Of Doom is right around there, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a fun little corridor, actually. So, yes, sir. Yes.
Are you gonna? Do you have bikes here, Dan?
What? Here?
He's
no, but there's those rent-a-bikes, right?
Yeah, I don't. I've moved all my stuff. Actually, I sold my house a couple of years ago, and I just got rid of everything. I had a couple of things, and trying to maintain your shit when it's on the other side of the country is really counterproductive and stressful. So so I don't anymore. But I'm very excited to come down and do some riding. I'm gonna probably rent a bike or something.
Right on.
They have these little orange bikes all around, so it's like this bike share
We're
deal.
We're talking motorcycles, dude.
But to be fair, I ride bicycles a lot too. So anything real is fun.
Okay. All right, my bad.
Yeah, totally his bad. Well, Dan, you said you're going to be here in a couple of weeks. How long are you going to be here?
We're doing a long Memorial Day weekend hangout.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm really excited to come down and see the new stuff and connect with the people that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, of course, the stadium.
And that Memorial Day weekend, that Sunday night at Independent Bar is going to be Summer of Love, an Oz event. So that'll be cool.
Look at you.
That'll be something you can do that weekend. But I definitely want to plan on running into you. I'm sure you'll be at Will's at some point. A little indies.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, this is turned more into a social call than. And so, what do you have? What are you having for dinner? Anyway. So
hey, you know what? I'll have a barbecue and
because my girlfriend is out of town, so I'm eating popcorn.
Oh, okay. So you can talk to us, actually. Okay, good. All right. All right. That's your popcorn kind porn. Is that? I don't know. It's phonetically popcorn kind porn. I don't know. Okay. Dan Stone on the line with it. Dude, I'm a geek of this kind of stuff. And what I'd like to talk about a little bit is if do you kind of we were talking about getting into the guts of a unit or anything like that, and it's almost you've got to almost be proud if you're somebody that looks at a piece of equipment and says, hey, I'm going to take that apart and try to put it back together. Just to even have that thought is a good idea, I say. So, in saying that, have you kind of bolstered up on any particular skill more than others or throughout your career so far? What have you really kind of found as, the standing principle that you can say, hey, some days are worse than others, some days are way better than others, but in the back of my mind, this kind of keeps me going?
Well, I mean, it's just as far as process goes, I think
being a technician,
even are we talking like engineering stuff or like just creative? Because those are kind of two different, and I think that's kind of part of it is trying to figure out a way to marry those two things.
That's a great answer.
Technically, I am very hands off now. Like I try not to get too into the weeds on that stuff. I get a lot of people that want to talk about plugins and really kind of, I don't know, kind of nerdy stuff, and it's
right. It's beyond you at this point.
Like I'll be the first to say that I don't think that's really the best part of my product. I think like a lot of it comes from just hanging out with fun people and cool people and coming up with ideas, just based on your network of friends and being around funny, interesting, compelling people that are doing funny, interesting, compelling things.
Right on. That's awesome. Yes. So
All right, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Good.
All right, you got it. You got that right.
Now,
yes,
voice processing is one thing that I like. This is like one of those things that I've been doing this forever, and I still feel like I'm a noob. So that's one of those things that I don't think you ever kind of figure out. It's just like this moving target.
Well, and by that, I guess you mean, there's particular, when someone emanates out into a device and it captures the sound and it moves through the little channel, I think you've got to understand there's a lot to be said for good equipment, right? And good maintenance and maintaining stuff. And believe me, I mean, we do a pitfall, we have a pitfall kind of a radio show experience here from time to time over the weekend. And I can even hear, like right now, a little granular in my voice. Do you think we're going to have the feedback problem tonight? Oh, no. Are you serious? Dan, what's your, is it coming across muddy on the other end? Are you listening?
No, it sounds fine.
Wait,
it sounds very clear.
No,
oh my God,
Dan, you were supposed to play on my feelings. You got okay. See, we were trying to build a drama moment there.
Well,
Dan,
that was a fail on your part, JB, not Dan's.
Dan, it was Dan. Oh, stop it.
Okay, I'm glad you noticed.
I can't hear
finally,
you. It's very garbled.
Okay. See now, is it really okay?
Okay. See.
All right. Well,
so we're talking to Dan
You're
Stone.
remarkable, Dan.
Yeah, he is.
And we do hope to connect with you when you are in town here. People can hear you literally all across the nation.
How many
to and fro?
How many markets are you in, Dan?
12.
Wow.
12.
That's huge.
So they're all and
it is.
And I guess
I'm very lucky. I guess.
Yeah.
I got very fortunate.
So is it all through iHeart or is it
No, I'm working for Cumulus as my full-time gig, and they've put me on in New Orleans, Kansas City, Atlanta, Syracuse, Salt Lake City.
Jeez.
And then there's a couple of other companies that have hired me kind of on the side, and I feel iHeart has been very good to me. They when I left, they worked out a deal where I could stay with the radio station that got me started. And,
right. Keep doing.
And that's and they've been really, really good to me. And it's kind of unusual. Typically, every company has their own team. They have their own guy.
Exactly.
So, to be an outlier, somebody's definitely vouching for you.
Totally, man. Because the radio business, especially, is very harsh. They're quick to cut ties. Rather quickly, and to be in that many markets, and like you said, I mean, that just kind of shows just how talented you really are, and how much people really do like you. And it's not just what you do, Dan; it's who you are as a person. Because I know you outside of what you do, and it's just you're always just very pleasurable, and you just. It's just you're
affable,
a good
highly
guy.
affable. Just very. So we thank you for doing this, man. And again, we didn't mean to Shanghai you like it was live, but you are a total pro, can obviously handle it. So we did the first run through. Are you going to be ready to do that again? All right, everybody, remember word for word. All right.
Okay.
We're going to go.
Wait, what?
All right, we're going to go
just kidding.
in 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, we're going to do this. Are you ready? All right, that was a great job. That was a good first draft.
He's
all right.
totally messing with you right now.
Okay.
No, we're a little high. Or he's a little high. Not me.
No.
Anyways,
we're high
talking
above
to Dan Stone.
We're high above the first floor of studio home. It is Dan Stone on the line. I appreciate that fact, man. You're a freaking local legend, out of state edition. Again, I felt that was important to kind of qualify that because there's a lot of great things about Orlando that we want to see and keep growing. And I love that actually kind of part of what you're doing now seems like it had its roots in modeling here. A test kitchen, if you will. A radio test
there's
kitchen.
Definitely.
There you go.
It really was, though. That's a great way to put it. Taking like the skills that kind of came around as a part of being part of that talk radio station, and then applying it in different formats. Being able to tell really 3-act plays in 12, 13 seconds is something that you learn how to do on that station. So yeah, it's definitely, that was the incubator for sure.
Wow, that's awesome, man. Because I tell you what, those little clips that you do, I mean, they really are.
They're great little vignettes.
Yeah,
and
you've got like a whole history of them here, So, and it's nice to hear you, being current as well, because
will you indulge us and do the Harry voice?
Can you do
will
Harry
you indulge
voice?
us? We're just
He's
like
Harry. He's Harry.
We're like little children. Your wife is gone. Remember, you could be stupid with us. Come on, come on, be stupid with us, Dan Stone. Come on.
Oh my God. What is wrong with you two? I'm gonna just go take my pants off and stretch out my office if anybody needs anything. Don't knock on my door.
All right, Harry. God, that guy's a fucking creep.
Yes, I love that.
Dude,
Thank you so
that's
much.
A great voice, man.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's like gravy on top of gravy for some reason. This is the best way I could describe that shit. Oh,
that sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's really good. Oh, Dan Stone, you're fantastic. I'm saying his name like he's John Connor, like I'm in the movie. Oh, Terminator, don't kill us. Anyway, I do love what you do, and I know it takes a lot of discipline and structure. And again, moreover, you're out there. Your voice is way out there. So, all across the country, people will hear Dan Stone's voice, may or may not know it well. Again, privilege, honor for us to have you here, man. Thank you
for sure.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for
rock.
having me. And thanks for. I know, like we were supposed to do this last week, and something came up, and I really appreciate.
Yeah,
you,
of course.
Not sweating it.
Hey,
of
no
course.
worries.
Giving me the time.
Yes.
I look forward to hanging out with you when I come and visit.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
For sure.
Dan Stone, freshly dubbed local legend. It's our out-of-state edition. Again, he's up there in Chicago, so he's just time traveled back. What time is it there? It's 7:20. 7:21.
It's 9:45, and it's next week. So I don't know.
Okay, so we'll see you at the train station then on the third Tuesday following next, right? Okay. All right, there
Thank
we
you,
go.
Dan.
It's wonderful. You're a remarkably talented guy. Thank you so much again for doing this. We're going to bust away into a little bit of original music. Hang on the line with us there, Dan. All right, it's the JB Rev Show. Dig it.
Say
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.
Oh, yeah. It's the JB Rev Show. We're back. The Reverend Jerry
What's
Johnson.
up, buddy?
And there's JB over there.
How you doing?
Getting all geeked out. Geeky, nerdy, tech
Dude, that
engineer guy. I think you think he's more of an engineer than anything, right? Is that what you...
I still wish I could have asked him a question.
Yeah, well, you know what, intern?
Okay, well, you're not going to get that, dude.
Any intern. Well, look what you just did. Oh, my God. Get him out of here. Give me one of those, too, please, would you? Jesus Christ. Come on, man. What's going on? I do not know what's happening in here. But, yeah, see? What?
It feels like that's happened before.
Yeah.
That's the incident.
It happens all the time.
Don't say what
Give
happened.
Give me one of those.
Don't say it.
Man, please.
You dropped.
Can I please? You dropped the bomb.
You dropped the bomb on me.
Dropped the
That's
bomb
right.
on me.
You got that right.
You dropped the bomb on me. Yeah.
What is going to bomb? Is it you?
It's totally going to bomb.
I think you are about to bomb right
Dude,
now.
That was awesome talking to Dan Stone, bro.
Okay.
I love that
See,
guy. I
there
really
you
do.
go. There
And when
you
I was being very sincere when I said, there's a reason why Real Radio didn't want to lose its ties with him when iHeart came in because, dude, they've changed multiple times. I'll take a light over there, please. But to keep him on board the way they have is awesome. And to be in 12 different markets, dude, that is huge. He's making some bank, bro.
Well, it's just amazing, but he does have a great voice that resonates.
Of course he
does.
I mean, he really
just
does. His natural voice is awesome.
But it's so
then
inspiring, too. When I think about when I first heard, this stuff back in the 2000s or what have you, radio was changing. Radio was, there was still the, Howard Stern had left it or whatever, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I forget when that happened. But anyway, there was that whole turning trend and stuff like that. And you even see with like Bill O'Reilly kind of being sloughed off in some scandal. It's funny, though, because it's like there is more spin. And now he don't got no show. Spin win. Spin done win.
That's right.
Spin done win against you. Oh, spin done win O'Reilly.
Have you noticed me grabbing my neck a lot tonight?
Well, are you okay?
I don't know, man.
Are you okay?
I do not know, man.
Well, all right. Well, I didn't know you wanted to share that.
I'm just wondering if you noticed that or not. Have you noticed that?
I don't know.
Okay, then.
I noticed your new hair, and you're wearing the shoes I love.
I know.
So.
I did wear these shoes.
Yeah. I mean,
they're sparkly. Yeah. You like my...
Not with those shoes. No.
Come on. You like these
shoes. Girl.
They got the...
Seriously.
It's all about the cock.
Okay. Google that right now.
The revolution has begun.
Whose voice is that?
From the front lines.
The revolution has begun.
To your imagination.
You don't know whose voice that is?
A revolution is a dramatic change
I could not hear
ideas or practice. This is a revolution.
It's
a dramatic
Jimmy Daytona.
Change. This is the Art Army.
Jimmy Daytona. Jimmy Daytona.
Okay.
The revolution
is
Jimmy Daytona.
You want a little echo? What do you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
The revolution is Jimmy Daytona. I'm Jimmy Daytona. Jimmy Daytona. Oh, yeah. Jimmy Daytona.
Okay.
I've never heard a better pedophile name than Jimmy Daytona.
I guess that's
you know I did Jimmy from Plant City on Drew's show a couple times. Yeah,
I don't know that.
It's a true story.
I don't know about all
and
this.
I was also
you sound horrible.
Mysterious DJ. Yeah, it's Jimmy Daytona.
Okay, these are characters you did.
I did. Hey, Joe, what's going on, man? It's just kind of like the Gert Churker cheeseburger, dude. That's Jimmy. Jimmy from Plant City.
Nice glory hole.
Who's this guy?
At any truck stop he goes to.
I do have some characters, don't I?
JB Rev Show. JB Rev Show. JB Rev Show. We'll be right back. Harmonizing with you, know my girl.
2, 1.
Jimmy Daytona.
And now,
hey man, I gotta get out of here, bro. I don't do this breaking news badly. You read two or two quick.
No more. All right, you want a couple?
Give me a couple. Only if I can.
You want to cherry pick them?
I want to cherry pick them.
Okay.
I ain't picking no cotton.
John Waters Summer Camp will offer cigars.
I heard about
Scotch
this.
Burlesque lessons. Is this the one you want right out of the gate?
Oh, dude, John Hughes. Not to be confused.
John
with
Waters. No.
Yeah, John Hughes, man. He's doing a Sweet 16.
Nope.
He's doing a.
Put your foot in your mouth now.
No, John Hughes. He's doing a summer camp.
No,
yes, it's
John
Pretty
Waters.
in Pink. Doing the Pretty in Pink, and he's doing the. Oh, you got the cats already coming in. And John Hughes is doing the what's that the science one. What's the science?
Oh, it's
movie?
weird.
Weird
Jeez.
science. The weird one. Yeah.
What's
that one weird science one?
What's the science
Oh,
one?
weird, man. You make a
that
girl.
weird science one,
So
dude?
it's a John Hughes
You know?
summer camp. It's going to be awesome.
No.
It's going to be Pretty in
that's
Pink.
Wow. Okay. Thank
no,
you for
it's
that.
John Waters who did Pink Flamingos. It's going to be Pretty Pink Flamingos.
No.
So John
okay.
Hughes is
You want me to
actually-
bring up the story, actually?
Yeah, dude.
John
it's a
Waters
great
Summer
story.
Camp. It's on Variety.com. John Waters Summer Camp will offer cigar, scotch, burlesque lessons.
All
Campy
in one?
filmmaker Campy has decided to get into the actual camp business, summer camp. That is, of course,
Summer.
screenings of his cult classics like Pink
Summer.
Flamingo and
Pink Flamingos
Polyester
with
are
Delight.
for the youngsters. So this
Did you see that
weekend
movie?
camp experiences for adults only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie Pink Flamingos?
Yeah.
Did you?
I want to say I did. Johnny Depp was in it.
No, that was Crybaby. And that was not John Waters. That was
Yeah.
Jonathan Crybaby.
Okay. You don't know who was in that?
Yeah, I know who's in there. Delight. It was delightful.
So, would you go to a camp like that?
Hell no.
Why?
Because I don't want to be around a bunch of losers.
It's all about debauchery, apparently.
Dude,
right?
there's a bunch of losers.
Wow.
It's the same reason I wouldn't be a
Okay.
swinger.
Wow.
Because
okay, there you go. Good.
Swingers are a
Good point.
bunch of people that can't get
Swingers
get
are
anything.
losers.
Yeah, dude. They can't. Oh man, it's just gross.
Our machines
Stay away with that.
Our machines now have more knowledge. Wow. Our machines now have knowledge.
Hey, I hope I offended some swingers out there.
Will
I hope they call in. Give us a call if
The
you got a problem
revolution
being a swinger, you fucking loser.
Wow.
We're gonna get some calls from nobody
Okay.
because
Because you can't do anything.
they're stupid swingers.
All right, well, open
Even
the
the
phone
names
line. All right, I thought we were just reading a
dumb.
couple news stories here. So, do you want me to go on with this other?
Let's talk about that
news story?
picture I
Is it
stole from you.
Is it too heady?
totally
You want to
stole
go
a
back
picture.
to the picture?
Oh man,
you
I
want to
stole
call
that
Brett
shit.
J. Barr?
Guess you better take a look at.
All right.
You better take an
Are
inventory.
we going to close that?
You better
Yeah, no, I
take
don't know.
a
Shocky's
picture and-
missing. Oh no.
Oh, yep. It's in my house.
I'm in his pocket, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
He's
you're
right
in his
here.
pocket.
He's
That's
always been
weird.
in my pocket. He's a little
Okay.
gay boy.
Wow.
Gay
Okay.
boy, not to be offensive.
Seriously.
But he's the
But
one
in a loving way.
He's the one that made the shoes
Gay.
comment.
What?
Not those shoes. Fucking
Wow.
dork.
Ooh, girl.
Okay, you're really digging yourself in a hole there, Bubba. What do you want me to do?
My neck hurts. Let's play the kitties. I got to get out of here. I got to go buy a xylophone.
Wow, you buried the lead.
I'm going to buy a xylophone.
All right, well, I
At
forgive
a
you for the
trailer
picture.
park.
I forgive you for the picture anyway.
For real. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Wait, a xylophone? Hold
In
on.
a trailer park. True story. I am going to pick up, and I have to
Okay,
be there
this
before
is
9 o'clock.
weird. All
That's
right.
why I have to leave.
Now I'm afraid for you. Put your
Well,
GPS on. Let me track you.
It's lot 17.
Okay,
and
you're
it's
going
off
to
of-
you buried this lead through the whole episode. You're going to what now?
I am going
Hold
to
on.
this
This
trailer
might be
park
the
by
last
Orange.
recording of you. Let
Yeah.
me put Facebook
Orange
Live this.
in Michigan.
All right, look for this boy. Look for this missing child.
I mean, it's
Man-child.
Only,
No.
it's only $20 the xylophone. And you know,
okay,
I've
that's
got my music room I
unusual.
set up now.
Xylophone?
And I've got a wooden
You already
xylophone.
got one.
I know, but now I want a metal one that has the notes. That way I can actually, because
Okay,
the wooden one
well.
isn't really notes.
All right.
Tone. I mean, of course they're all
You
notes.
sound like Dewey Cox
but
right
it's
now.
not,
Okay.
I want to be able to play like a song, like
Okay.
read the music and play the notes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
I think I do.
I'm a musician, okay?
Wait.
Listen.
What?
When I play my music, I need to know what
Why
the notes.
are you talking like
I read the music,
Okay,
and then I play the notes. I'm a singer, too. I'm going to sing a song.
What?
I wrote a song about it.
You're
Well,
not
here
a
it goes.
singer also.
I'm going to sing.
Oh, please don't do that.
I'm going to whisper.
Oh, my God.
Who's
Oh,
this?
my God.
Okay. Hey, let me answer.
Oh, wow.
Hey, this is WJBW. What's going on? Oh, no. Nobody knows what you're saying. No. Nobody cares. Who is this? JB, I don't know.
Okay, we got rid of that call.
Yeah, thanks. That was just kind of disturbing. Anyways, this has been a great show. Dan Stone was a... what? Hey, why is he...
Was the caller still there?
No,
oh,
hang
my
up
God.
on that guy. Dude, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it's... Hey, listen, we're going to play the Kitties, and we're going to get the hell out of here. I got to go get a xylophone in a trailer park by Orange, Michigan. Who was that?
Oh, wow. Wow. Pocashottest.com. POCASHOTTEST. What? Okay, stop that. Cut that caller off.
Why is he still there?
I don't know. Okay. Caller. Shut him off.
That guy is like annoying as hell.
Okay, there he goes.
Wow.
I just cut him off.
Good.
Okay. Pocashottest.com.
Pocahontas, that's awesome.
Shut up.
We love her.
Over there.
Wendy rocks.
I want to say Dank Orlando Smoke Shop. Orlando City Smoke Shop. Kush Ultra Lounge. Modern Music Movement. ArtArmy.org. ShannonHoldsArt.com.
Word.
Anyway, dig some original music as we
Dig
do.
it.
We'll see you next week. The JB Rev Show.
Is it JP? Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts. Yes, I do, man. Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Yeah, after all this time, it's really been JP,
well,
not JB.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
you don't listen. Do you listen to the shows when you're not on them? I'm curious.
Of course I do.
I'm just curious.
Yes, I do, man. As a matter of fact, I feel bad because okay, I will give you this. I did not listen to that Monday show. I'm sorry.
Okay. You feel bad?
Well, because sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts over. Of course I do.
I'm just curious.
Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts. Yes, I do, man. Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Monday night, 7 o'clock, the JB Rev Show.
Yes, I do.
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.
Yeah.